You should wash your walls down, Ernie.
You what?
You've got filth all over the walls, IRA filth. You should wash it off.
You're a bit touchy, aren't you, Billy Reed? What business is it of yours?
Was I talking to you?
You come back here from playing soldiers, tell us what to do.
Now, hold on, Frank, let it
Tell
ride.
us what to do. What the hell makes you think you've the right to tell us anything? Come back on leave every verse and drink up, make bother our money you paid with. What for?
Tell him to shut his yap.
I'll not be told by a squaddy to shut anything.
Frank.
I'll tell him, never do a day's work. My lad Jack, your friend's been out of work this past year, him and all. You come back money to call yourself a soldier? Taxpayers' money. What do they do, soldiers? Nothing. You never solved a thing back there. You want to clean the gents up? Do it yourself. Not worth the spit, any of you.
That's 20p to you, Constable.
Oh, that is it.
When you've been around here a bit, you'll get asked. Before then, you pay, son. 20p like anyone else.
Hartley to 6521.
Cow. 6521 to Hartley.
The milch cow. It's a fight. Someone's been hurt. They've called the ambulance. Sort it, will you?
Will do, Sarge. 6521 out.
Starting early, are they?
Yes, ma'am.
Can he cope?
He'll have to. You know what their strength is. And Harry broke his leg in the game last Saturday. We're light.
Everyone's light. It's an epidemic, isn't it? I asked if Sims could cope, George.
Yes, ma'am. Sure he can.
Keep an eye, eh?
Well, he may be green, but he's keen. He'll love it.
Ambulance is just away. Yes, Sarge. They're all here. Except the bloke who did it. Legged it. His wife, Sarge. OK. Will do. Right, then. You lot could go for now. We'll likely want statements later. Well, go on then. For no reason, you said?
That's right. He just smashed the glass and straight into old Frank's face like that.
For no reason?
Nothing. He should be locked up and chuck the key away. Soldiers, animals.
Your opinion is that? Tell us what happened, love.
Repeat. He is dressed in a dark blue jerkin, blue jeans. He's 6 foot near enough. Short, fair hair. Reads a soldier, so watch it if you find him. He's just wounded a man.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
I'm sorry.
And did my lad? Did he?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Reed. It's a fact, though. So I'd like the answer to a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm sorry.
Your son's a soldier, right? Home on leave. No, I need to know the name of his unit, his OC, all that.
No. Get his unit involved. What good's that going to do, Billy?
We'll have to know, Mr. Reed.
He's with the local lad.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
Look, later on, perhaps. She's a bit upset. Later on. Now, if you don't mind.
So you took the girl back home?
They seemed a bit upset, Ma'am. Wouldn't say much. Not beyond what's in there.
No, well, I dare say you'd have been a bit upset if you'd been there. There's no record on Reed, is there, Joseph?
No, ma'am, nothing. I checked CRO. Nothing.
You did well, Constable. Fine. Thank you.
Ma'am?
Well, Joseph,
Dodgy, man. Soldier on the loose, a man injured.
Is there anything from the hospital yet?
No, not yet.
I see. There's a general call out for him. We can't do much more, Joseph. We're not going to flush him out, are we? Just keep an eye open.
I could go up and have a word with his dad, I suppose.
You know him?
Not well, no. He keeps a decent loft of pigeons. Know him through that, really, I suppose, that's all. Still, we'll need to know when the lad comes home, won't we? It is serious, GBH. Not nice.
Go and have a word, Joseph.
Never talks about it, Mr. Beck. Nary a word.
I don't know why they send our lads out there. Never did anybody any good. Always the same when he comes home.
Never talks about it. We have his wife living with us.
Are they, all right, you know?
She was afraid, that's all. 18 months cooped up with the army. She just didn't want to go back, that's all.
Did he?
Well, not much choice, had he? Not much round here. Take me, been a craftsman, out of work for 3 years, more. Not much choice round here. He went, didn't he? All right, he didn't have much choice, but he went. He's doing his job. He comes back here, sits about the house, fretting like, just fretting. Goes out for the first time, just for a drink. Then he goes and... I were kids with that fella.
Oh, Mr. Tompkinson?
Ah, Frank. His lad and Billy used to go around together. I worked with him. Well, I don't believe that, Billy...
What's he want?
Oh, it's just a few questions, love. This is Anne, our Billy's wife. Sergeant and I know each other.
Come in, love. We've just been talking about Billy.
Yes.
I need to know what happened, love. For his good, you see.
His good? For his benefit, is it, Sergeant? My Billy just took too much stick, that's all.
That's his job, love, isn't it?
I mean, he does Ireland for 18 months. Nothing much a soldier does, is there? Just follow orders, live like pigs, get spat on. Insulted not just by them over there, here too. Think he likes that? Think any of them like it? No chance, I can tell you. Come home to this. Sit days and nights not talking. We go out first time. Today. Your lot should know. Nobody wants you unless there's bother.
Thank you. We'll call back first thing. Oh, thanks, Joseph. I've just been in touch with his unit. His OC's on leave until tomorrow. Most of them are on leave. Those I want to talk to, anyway. Will his dad call us if he comes home? I thought not.
Just check with the hospital, Mum. Frank Tompkinson. Blinded in one eye, and the other one's dodgy.
We'll watch the house in case he comes home.
Right, Mum.
We don't really have enough men, Mum. We'll light off this shift.
I want the house watched. Sims, perhaps. He'll love it, I'm sure. Keen, you said?
Well, I don't know if he's that keen.
And
I'll
check
tell
the
him.
other witnesses. We need to know if there was provocation. I'll talk to the girl. Make sure they realise how serious it is.
They said a policeman.
Yes, well, maybe they did. I'm it. Did they wake you?
You want him locked away, don't you?
Why don't you come and sit down? Anne, isn't it?
He had good reason.
Not to blind a man, he didn't. He had no reason to do that. That's right. Blind in one eye and might lose the other. Now I want to know about him. Everything about him.
Talk to his OC. He sees more of him than I do. I never see Billy from 1 month's end to the next half the time. Ireland, Germany, training courses here, there and everywhere. I never see him.
Go on.
There's nothing to say, is there? My husband lost his best mate this last tour. Blown away. Then a bloke tells Billy he's not worth spit. It's what he's trained for, isn't it? Come back after 18 months over there, everyone on your back, everyone a possible killer, all that. Come home and a bloke tells you you're not worth. Billy hasn't talked to me for... not properly talked since he got back. Thug's in uniform, isn't it?
Isn't he? Losing his temper like that. What are people supposed to think, Anne?
He's a nice bloke. Honestly. They'd let him alone. But they come back head cases. Lots of them. Wives I know said send them on R&R before they send them on leave. Let us pick up the pieces, don't they? Army teaches you one thing, loyalty. I'm loyal to him. So if I knew where he was, would I tell you?
You rang, milady?
I'm off home, George.
Right.
Call me if Reed turns up. Oh, and relieve PC Sims in half an hour. He'll be frozen through, I shouldn't wonder.
Oh, look where the cat's dragged in.
Evening, all. Hello, Inspector.
Evening, Mr. Mills.
Bringing bad news, are you, lad?
Looking for it. Good story, isn't there? Soldier gone missing. Berserk. Takes off. Oh, what's going on, Inspector?
Nothing. We're pursuing routine inquiries, that's it.
Oh, come on.
See you in the morning.
Oh,
Night, Mr. Mills.
Cold fish, isn't she?
I'm busy, Ralph. On your bike, eh?
There's a man in hospital. Badly hurt. Soldier bottled him. Gone balmy, they say. True, is it?
Tell you what, Ralph. We've had 3 bikes nicked. A kid reported trying car doors up the top of town. There's a family with bother at the other end of the housing estate. And we're also pursuing our inquiries about the soldier. Apart from that, and the fact that I'm half strength, it's an easy shift, this. Just put the wood in the hole, will you? There's nothing for the Gazette.
All that's locked away, Joe. You know me. Shown you where they were kept.
Ah, you say, Alan. No remark on the cupboard, and you say they were both locked away, valuable pieces. So the old lad, did anyone take them?
I always lock 'em up of a night time. Advised to do, aren't we?
Shotguns, rifles, 2.2s are a definite liability, Alan. Now you've lost 2.
Had 2 stolen.
All right, stolen.
So what are you going to do about it?
Not me. CID's their privilege. They'll be up later this morning, we look.
You mean have to go through it all again?
No, that's right. Just doing some checking on my own, that's all.
What for?
I never yet knew a farmer who wasn't careless with guns. Familiarity breeds and all that. CID will roast you, Alan, and no mistake.
I've done my duty. I reported 'em missing. That's what you're supposed to do, and that's what I've done. And I want 'em found, and you can find 'em. It's your job, innit?
Pair of match purdies. Set you back a bob or 2, then.
Belonged to my father, they did. Had him insured, mind.
And you didn't see anybody about the place?
No.
What time do you find them missing?
About 10:30 last night.
10:30. You called us at 8 this morning. Grand that. Great help.
Oh, well, I'm busy, aren't I?
So now we've got 2 guns missing. Grand. Thanks a lot. You're not even sure whether the shell's gone with them.
You jumping to conclusions. That farm over you, where is it?
About 11 mile across the tops from the B68, there.
And the guns were taken, well, noticed missing, at 10:30 last night.
Yes, ma'am. He says.
And our lad was seen on the other side of town, just on 8.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that gives him 2 hours maximum to get from the other side of town and 11 miles across the moors to that farm. That's 11 miles across very rough country. It's hardly likely, is it?
I suppose not, ma'am. Just a thought.
They're valuable guns, Joseph. Not hard to sell. How much are they worth?
Maybe 10, 12,000. The pair.
Well, he could sell them for 5,000 then. Theft. For gain.
He is a soldier. Very fit.
I don't think even a fit soldier running over those moors would do the distance. That farm's on the edge of Inspector Buxton's section. I better give him a ring, tell him the guns have gone missing.
Right, ma'am.
He's going to love this.
If that's all, ma'am.
No, I talked to the lads before they go out this morning.
Sarge, what's the score?
Don't know what you're on about, Rob.
Still here, Mr. Mills?
I think he's just leaving, ma'am.
I shouldn't be too long, Joseph. Inspector Buxton's offered me lunch. That's what I thought. See you later.
She's got all your lads scouring the town for that bloke. A dangerous man on the loose, and she goes out for a lunch date. Well, we've a right to know. Is the lad a danger to the public? Have you any leads? Should people lock up and batten down?
I suggest you talk to Inspector Darby when she comes back. Now, you can either wait here or come back later. It's no skin off my nose. I don't know what you lads think you're about. You just want to stir up the pond if you can, don't you?
And you came back all eager and bushy-tailed, I suppose. Useful, was it, you reckon, Bramshill?
The course? Oh, it was great. Some of it hot air, perhaps. Most of it very useful. Mind you, I'm glad to be back.
You were lucky.
Lucky? Oh, my shout, I think.
Oh, charm, all for liberation.
Oh, that's not what I heard. Lucky, you said?
Getting the old section back. Not usual.
Just one lager, please, Long.
These guns go missing. CID turned anything up? Usual, isn't it? Carelessness. Matched purdies. Some Arab will have 'em before you see out. Tucked under his jalabi.
Better a rich Arab than some I could think of.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Long.
Well, here's to you. It's time we had a proper chat. We should do it regularly. Patches adjacent and all that. Useful. I could probably help you.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heard you had a nasty GBH last night.
Midday, actually. They start early on our patch.
Got the bloke?
Didn't you hear?
No.
Stop fencing around, Harry. You know damn well we haven't got him. You can hear our net, you know the score.
You handle it on a section basis, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't. Soldier on a GBH. Dangerous.
I could ask you for help. You'd not thank me then, would you?
Ah, well, we're all sort of a bit stretched just now, Jean. You can pass it up, though. You've reason. If he's got the guns, you've damn good reason. See the chief super, get the firearms team in, put a full-scale alert out, nail him up.
If he had the guns, Harry, if, then I might.
You'd have no option, Jean.
As you say, but right now I don't think he has the guns. You know where that farm is. Well, our lad was spotted in town 2 hours before they were taken. It's just not on.
Better safe than sorry, my experience.
I'm sure it is. I'm equally sure the chief super would love it if I brought him into our section with the whole team and we had no notion where the lad was. No. We'll find him first and then we'll deal with the situation that arises.
Well, don't blame me. My advice to you,
Yes,
Jean,
Harry,
is...
I know your advice. You bring them in now, and I say it's my discretion. When I need to, I will. I'll tell you what I will do. When I do locate him, if I need anybody's on the ground, I'll give you a call.
Oh, thanks a bundle. Lunch. You're the beef, are you?
Yes, thank you. Looks nice.
I should think on, Jean. Give the super a call. Safe side, you know.
Well then, Albert.
I don't know what to say to you. I'm sorry, of course. Not enough, though, is it? I mean, my Billy going and... I don't know what to say.
Having you more guts than he has. Coming here today. I'm a bit tired, like. Good of you to come by, though.
I feel ashamed, the nose.
Had a few, maybe. I don't know what I said to him, but... No cause for this, though. I'll not forgive him. I'll not, Albert. But he's a grown lad now. Not anything to do with you, is it? Have they charged him yet?
I haven't even found him. He's run. I don't know, I think he's unhinged. Ireland, maybe. I don't know.
Running won't help, will it?
Listen. You and your lad used to take him up on moors with your pigeons and that. Do you have any favourite places? Don't knows what I mean?
You know him better than I do, for God's sake. Where he'd like to... You know, don't you? You know where he is. You see to it. Your problem. I've got enough problems now, haven't I? You know where he's likely to be. You turn him in. You sort it out for yourself, Albert, and leave me alone.
Good day, then.
Oh, Mum.
Later, Joseph. Inspector Darby for the Chief Superintendent, please.
There's a moral there, Helmshaw.
Sarge.
If you lunch with Inspector Buxton, you need a long spoon.
I just thought you should know the situation, that's all, sir. Yes, I realise that, sir. But you will back my action so far. Thank you. Yes. Thank you, sir. Sergeant Beck. Sit down, Joseph. I just had a word with the Chief Super. He wants speedy conclusions. His words, Joseph.
Ma'am?
He wants our soldier found, charged and banged up double quick. Now, Inspector Buxton's all for bringing in the firearms team negotiators, Uncle Tom Cobley and all. I think we'd be wasting their time at this stage, and the Chief agrees with me. We don't want our section swamped with outsiders, do we?
No, Mum. It takes weeks to settle it down after one of them.
So, we'll need pressure on the family, Joseph. Real pressure. One of them will have an idea where he might be.
We haven't seen him. Go away.
I want to have a talk with Mr. Reed.
He's out.
Where? Grand, innit? You get away from the women up here, don't you? We all have the same problems. Woman runs our shop, same thing. Need to get out and about for a bit, clear the air, like. It's coal mine last night.
He'll survive. Soldier, isn't he?
Yeah. How was Mr. Tompkinson?
He was poorly. Just tried to say I was sorry, that was all.
Nice bird.
Ah, it is. Greatly. It's a fine bird. I've often wondered why it is folk live in places like this keep pigeons, don't you?
She didn't go to Ireland with him this time, why's that?
Targets, I suppose. Couldn't stand it. Cooped up by the army. They're all right, him and her. Not wrong there. Oh, I know what my missus might have said, but she's wrong.
You do know where he's hiding, don't you? Take no notice of him, Mr. Reed.
Just doing his job. His way. Wrong way, son. I saw Frank this morning and I didn't know what to say to him. I'm not going to shop my lad. I can't. I just can't.
It's for his good, Mr. Reed. Honestly, it's for his good. There's 2 guns gone missing. He might have them.
Guns?
Shotguns. Stolen last night. It's not likely, but it's a chance. I mean, what would a soldier do?
If you do know where he's hiding, and you don't say, Mr. Reed, you could be in serious trouble.
Concealing information.
Black and white, isn't it, son? Black and white. He knows you might learn. Well, it's not black and white to me, lad. You came too soon, Sergeant Beck. I just come up here to think on. Now, I'd like to fly my pigeons. You can stay and watch if you want to.
You sure he knows?
Yes, ma'am.
He didn't tell you, though. Why not? Why not?
I don't know. Maybe the wrong approach.
That's not like you, Joseph.
I just got it wrong, I'm sorry. A man like Albert Reed you take very gently, you don't push him.
Sims. I'm sorry, Joseph, my fault.
He'll have learnt something, I wouldn't wonder.
We're not a damn training school. We want results, though, and quick. So we'll have them down here. Mr. Reed and the wife, I'll see them here.
Don't tell us. He'll be all right. Look after us then.
Will he? It's 24 hours now, more.
They told me he might have a gun.
No.
Police told me this morning he might have a gun. If I knew where he was, lass, what should I do?
It's your son.
He's your husband. What should I do?
You do know, don't you? You do know where he is.
I know where he might be, huh?
You're asking me to tell you what to do? Turn him in, what happens to him then? They're not going to care, none of them.
Army might.
Not them, not now. Local bloke damaged by Billy, local police get him. What do they do to him?
If they don't get him, it could be worse. With a gun, he could be a real danger, so what am I going to do, lass?
I don't know. I don't want to know where he is.
I think you should know, lass.
You want me to turn him in, don't you? Not you. You can sit back, clean your hands, and it's my problem, right? I don't want to know. You know, you do what you think you should. Don't ask me to do it for you.
I'm going to tell you, lass.
Sergeant Beck back yet?
No, ma'am. Inspector.
You again?
Bad penny.
Yes. You better go through. When Sergeant Beck arrives, tell him to keep our visitors in the interview room.
Yes, ma'am.
Well then, Mr. Mills.
Just wanted to know how the manhunt was going.
You what? Manhunt?
This soldier gone mad. You found him yet?
We're looking for a man in connection with an assault, that's all.
He don't seem all that bothered. I mean, I understand he might have harmed himself by now.
I really do envy you, Mr. Mills. It's easy, isn't it? You dig around, draw some conclusions, print a story.
I just report the facts, Inspector.
Facts? Gone mad, you said. Got a gun, you said. They're not facts. It's your supposition you don't know. I don't know. Makes a good headline, though, eh? Mad soldier on run with guns. Great. And no help to him, to us, or to the community.
I'm here to get a story.
Yes. Well, we've had dealings with you before, Mr. Mills. Had cause to complain to your editor about your methods and your attitudes. You know, that's no surprise. But I would suggest to you that you would get a lot more out of us on the basis of cooperation. Simple cooperation.
Is that a threat, Inspector?
Far from it. Good advice, I'd say. Yes. Hang on. Now, if you don't mind.
Shall see you now, Mr. Reed.
Please sit down, Mr. Reed.
Don't know what you want me for, I can tell you nothing.
We think you can, Mr. Reed. We have reason to believe you might know where your son could be. It's important we get to him.
I know nothing.
Very well. Just think on this. Your son is cold and tired and very scared, more than likely. He's been gone 24 hours. He can maybe go for another 24, and after that he's going to get desperate. Now, we do it our way. No one comes to any harm, and he gets sorted. We bring him in and see to him. Now, he's had a bad time in Ireland. Maybe he was provoked into attacking that man. I'm not excusing what he did, but there will be sympathy, believe me. He needs help, Mr. Reed. Now, do you know where he might be? Think before you answer. I'm not going to ask you again.
I know nothing. Nothing at all.
The Inspector will see you now. Come on.
Well?
Now, love, she's busy. Get him a cup of tea.
You must be busy, Sergeant.
Sorry?
Got a lot to do, I'm sure. Anne and I can manage, thank you. He's doing very well, your husband. I talked to his unit. They said he had a bad time this last tour in Ireland. Lost a good friend. You told me that, remember?
You're wasting your time.
No, I'm not. He's well thought of, well respected, and marked to go places. That's what they said. His OC was surprised, shocked, even. According to him, your Billy is a damn smart, switched-on soldier. His words. Now, we have to help him, Anne.
You just want to nail him up and shut him away.
I want to make you understand what the situation is. You're not a local girl.
What's that to do with it?
Oh, a lot. Up here, away from London, people are different. Up here, people have suffered. Watching the mills close, are still suffering. It makes them closer somehow. I'm not saying that's a good thing, but it does make them different. They need their solidarity. His dad needs his mates. And your Billy has injured a local man. Now, some folk up here will blame his dad. Not talk to him, cut him out of conversations, blame him. Yes, they will. And if Billy does anything worse, it's going to be worse for his dad and Mrs. Reed. You see? Now, I know his dad has an idea where he might be, and I think you do. And I know you want him back. If I bring in the full force I could bring in, there might be a great deal of trouble. If I can get to him, talk to him, get him to come in, it'll be a lot easier all round for everyone.
He said he might have a gun.
I don't think he could have a gun. If he has, it's a different matter, I suppose. But all I want him to do is to come in quietly and face the music. There will be a lot of sympathy for him, believe me.
You'd go and talk to him. You'd get him.
I'll be there, yes. You too. Well.
His dad said down by the stream there. He told me. Every summer he'd come here, down by the stream.
Better take a look, I suppose. Come on.
Good of you to come over. Not promising anything.
We'll see. My lads can help. Round here, is it, then?
Supposed to be. No sign yet.
Who's that?
His wife. She told us. Eventually.
Sarge! It's true. Hold it, lads. We found the tripwire.
Soldier him. Learnt a few tricks.
So, he is here. Or been here.
And if he's here, where would he be hidden up? Never on low ground. He's a good soldier. So, up the hill.
Right, Jean. I'll go and have a look. You could deploy the lads round the area, cut him off.
I promised his wife I'd go.
Oh, Jean, be reasonable.
We're not even sure he's up there. I'll go. I said I would. So?
Can't go up there, love. Well, that's it then. Get the firearms team in. Let them sort it.
No! She promised! She promised!
Billy? Billy Reed? It's time now. I want you to stand up and show yourself. It's time to stop now before anyone gets hurt. No one's going to hurt you. I'm not the enemy, Billy. I'm just trying to see you get some help. I just want you to come down and see your wife. Now stand up, Corporal. Let me see you. Put the gun down, Billy. Put it down. Your OC tells me you're a damn fine, switched-on soldier. Act like one, Corporal. I don't think you need the gun anymore, Billy. Put it down. Your OC says he'll stand by you. The army will stand by you. Help you. Best they can.
No, they won't. I've killed a man. They'll not stand by me. I've killed a civvy.
No, you didn't kill him, Billy. You injured him. Maybe you had cause. That's no cause to damage anyone else. Anne doesn't want you to. Your dad doesn't want you to. And I don't either. It's all over, Billy. Come on home, lad.
Hey.
I want you to put the gun down. I'm giving you an order, Corporal. Put it down.
Promises. A better life. Oh, yeah, well, my mate, he got blown away. Where's his better life? Eh? They, all of them, they make promises and none of them ever stick, do they? Well, sunshine overseas, all that. No smoke, no back-to-backs, none of that. Sims, get him out of here.
Great, ma'am. Hardly by the book, but congratulations anyway.
Oh, I think I'm going to be sick, actually.
Next on Drama, we catch up with London's finest police. The good folk of Sun Hill are on the beat. In the Bill.